Hello, my name is Brayanoski.
And I'm Austin Morales, and you're watching The Inner Gamer On.
And today we'll be talking about our most anticipated games for the rest of 2020. We have about 4-ish months left, 4 or 5 months. And I'm just very curious to see what's going to be coming for the next generation here with the new consoles, all the new games that we don't have release dates for yet. There's a lot of stuff to be excited about. A lot of things that are happening that are a little crazy, and we're here to talk all about it. So stay tuned. This is a really good video encompassing all of the rest of 2020. So here we go. Let's dive on in.
And as always, please like, subscribe, and bang that bell, because the world's crazy, and that bell will save us. I swear it. Bang it. Bang it good.
Each week, we dive into a hot topic about video games. This week, we're going to talk about our most anticipated games for the upcoming console holiday season. In August, all we have coming out, we have the following games: Fast and the Furious Crossroads, Project Cars 3, so 2 racing games in the same month, which is crazy, and then Wasteland 3, which Wasteland 3 actually looks kind of awesome. It's like basically the old days of Fallout before it became a first-person RPG.
I'm happy there's not much coming. I still got to beat The Last of Us, and Ghost of Tsushima's out, and I got a new graphics card on my PC, so I'm running through some games I've played before on Ultra.
I made a spreadsheet for my games that I have to play, that I've purchased, that I want to finish. And this game list currently has 26 games on it. And in this spreadsheet, I put hours next to each one based off of the average on how long to beat to finish the main story. And in addition to that, I've set up my spreadsheet to calculate the total hours. I can input the amount of hours I expect to play per day, and it will output the number of days it'll take to complete, and then give me the date that I should finish it based off of that duration of time each day I'm playing. If I were to play all 26 of these games, starting today for 2 hours a day for the next however long, I would finish all of my games on March 23rd of 2021. And then as we go through this list, there's a lot more. They're going to add a lot more hours to that. So at this point, I'm not going to finish any of my games until 2022.
Probably.
And then at that point, there'll be 50,000 more games that come out. So I am in an endless loop of disaster, which brings us to September.
Here we go.
We have 2 big titles that are coming out. We have Marvel's Avengers and Tony Hawk's 1+2 Pro Skater 1+2, the remastered. That I'm definitely going to buy. Can't wait to play that. It's going to be like a nice, simple break. But Marvel Avengers is the big one. I'm hopeful that this is a game that all of us, like our crew, can jump into. You know, we got me. We got you, we got Travis, we got Jason, we got Sam, we got the Discord community, but all these different people that hopefully they'll want to participate in joining us in this event somehow.
So this is the question: PC or PlayStation?
PlayStation.
No.
You got to, man. You got to go where all the players are. Nobody's going to buy us on PC except for you.
And Travis.
No, he'll buy it on PS4.
Is that right?
He doesn't care to buy it on PC. It's not going to be any different price. He's got a PS4. He's fine.
All right, good luck with that.
But yeah, this game, definitely Marvel's Avengers, I'm going to buy it on PS4. It just makes sense. Especially because PS4, like you get first dibs on the beta with PS4.
Right,
so
right.
we got that. That stuff will probably carry over. It's like, yeah.
I wonder. I don't even think Travis is going to get this.
I don't
really
think he is. All right, moving on in October, we have a couple of games I'm going to run through real quick, and then we'll talk about some specific ones. We have Crash Bandicoot 4, the brand new story game, Star Wars Squadrons, Dirt 5, Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga, Watch Dogs Legion, and the Dark Pictures anthology Little Hope is coming out all in October. So that's a very busy month. I didn't highlight this, but I do want to talk about Star Wars Squadrons for a second. So excited. I think it's going to be awesome. At the same time, I'm nervous because I don't know if I'm going to find anybody I can play with in that game, because I know you're not excited about it. And I don't know anybody else that's excited about it. And I hope people in the community that are listening will just send me a message and be like, hey, Brett, let's play together. I'll be like, yes, let's do it. So I'm conflicted about where I want to get it, because I would like to get on PlayStation, because this is, again, a game that I'd rather sit there on my couch and play. But I have the Origin Pass. So I don't have to pay for it if I'm doing, I don't have to pay for it extra.
Right.
So I'm probably going to do it there. And I might get I thought about getting a joystick. So this would be badass to like get a joystick for, you know, like go all out.
dude.
I mean, if it does have like, if it's not arcadey, because that's what I'm worried about is like this, if this is going to go like super arcadey, that won't be as good. It sounds like it's legit because they force you to not, you can't leave the HUD ever. So it's like intentionally designed to where you're in the HUD, you're having to use the on-screen control panels and stuff that are inside your ship. And I think that's really cool that they're leaning so heavily into the realism of being a Star Wars fighter pilot person.
Maybe the Dark Pictures anthology, Little Hope, like that seemed pretty interesting, but I can't say I'm excited about it. I haven't played the other ones or the other one. And if we didn't have so many games coming out, I think I'd be more into getting that. Like there's no lull time in this year.
All right, moving on to November. We have a couple things that are confirmed. One thing I didn't put on here is Destiny 2 Beyond Light. The new expansion got moved. It was coming out in September. Now it's been delayed 2 months to November 10th.
Not good.
So that's going to be coming out at that point. Yeah, not good at all because that's going to, I mean, I would have played it in September, but now I don't know if I want to play it in November.
Heck, I might even play it in October.
Yeah, exactly. So November, we do have, beyond that, we have Assassin's Creed Valhalla on the 17th. And then 2 days later on the 19th, we have Cyberpunk 2077. So that's going to be a shitty week. Shit. We got 2 big games we want to play, but they're both coming out 2 days apart. And Cyberpunk is going to be like a freaking 20,000 hour epic. I don't know.
Yeah,
I just don't know what to do, man.
That's what I'm. The good thing is that I feel like with Marvel's Avengers and well, I can't say the same about Watch Dogs, but at least with Marvel's Avengers, it's something that we can jump into together. So it's like, hey, let's play some Marvel's Avengers. So I'm definitely going to take a break from Cyberpunk and AC
totally
to play with people. So I mean, I know I'll get game time into that because of the way it's made.
Yeah, so these games are all unknown. Obviously, I think Godfall is going to be a launch title. Then we have Halo Infinite, Biomutant, Hyperscape, Spider-Man Miles Morales, and Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. These are the lists of games that I feel like are pretty confidently going to come out this year, but we just don't have a release date for them yet. I'm really hyped about Godfall. Just super looking forward to that. I think that's going to be, if Marvel Avengers doesn't satisfy the needs, I'm hoping Godfall does. And I hope Godfall is just not something that comes out and then it just super disappoints everybody. But it looks so good. And that's going to be a launch title for PS4 for sure. So whenever that announces its release date, chances are we got PlayStation 5 coming.
Nice.
Because it's the first game that they released box art for was Godfall for PlayStation 5. So it's like, that's got to be a launch title. But then we got Halo Infinite, which we're apparently going to get a world premiere showcase of it, like what, next week, I think?
Yeah.
So yeah. So that's pretty wild. I'm surprised they're doing that. This week is the Xbox showcase. Forgot, it's on Thursday. Holy shit.
Yeah, it's all popping up real quick, man.
So we got a lot of stuff we'll find out about with we'll see if Xbox has any hopes of surviving on Thursday. So that'll be interesting. But yeah, Halo Infinite, I hope they do something good with this game. I hope it's just not another like redo. It's just I just don't know what to expect of Halo in the modern era, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't either.
Because Halo 5 busted on us and then Halo 4 was fine. Like there hasn't really been a super strong Halo title.
Right.
And I don't know what the answer is. Like, do they need to shift the type of, I mean, because it's like, do they want to make another Halo game that was a story driven thing, or do they need to lean into live service stuff like everybody's doing now, or like, where does it go?
Yeah. Well, I was listening to Marty O'Donnell talk about the writing was on the wall that Activision was going to mess up Destiny. And, but he was going into, him creating like his process or Bungie's process of like creating a game. And how tied together each department was, because if one thing affected the game, it had to affect all other parts of the game. And I was like, that is amazing. But we haven't really seen that with 343 Studios, because Halo 5 was just a travesty. And it's just kind of sad to see top tier game development, top of their game, implemented stuff that really changed the industry. Now we have 343 Studios, which they have just not been doing a good job whatsoever, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And I don't know where they go from here. I think Halo 5 is kind of like, look, there's an issue with that too, with Microsoft's marketing, because it marketed a whole totally different game than the one that was produced. And, maybe this one they can get their feet under them, but the way that Microsoft's going in general, who knows anymore.
A couple other ones. We have a Biomutant, which is that one that's got the little like creature character that you run around with, and apparently is like way more RPG than it was first touted as. It's got some people pretty hyped about that because they played it and it's like pretty fun. So I'm intrigued to see what that game looks like and if it comes out this year. Obviously, we talked about Hyperscape. That's something that's on our minds. It's funny, after we played Hyperscape last week, I was really wanted to jump back into it and play it, and for the first like day, and then now I just haven't really had a desire to want to get back into it.
I want to play with people. I don't want to play by myself. That's my
Right.
issue right now. It's just like let's do this.
And then obviously we have Spider-Man Miles Morales that they announced this year. It's not a full version game, but it's kind of like akin to Uncharted Lost Legacy, I think. So it's a continuation of the previous one, but still a standalone title that likely will be a launch title. So can't wait to get my hands on that. It's going to be a blast. Super exciting. And then Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, also likely going to be a launch title because I think the last Ratchet and Clank was a launch. No, it wasn't a launch title because it came out later, but that was a good game. The first Ratchet and Clank of the new generation. So this one just looks freaking cool.
I'm curious about Godfall, but I won't say it. It's like not a definite. I mean, I'm probably going to get it because I want to try it out, but
yeah,
Hyperscape is like, it's there.
You know what's weird about this list though? It's not a single mention of a Switch game here.
Wow, you're right. Holy shit, I totally forgot about the Switch.
Switch has kind of been quiet about is there any big heavy hitters coming out the rest of the year?
I wonder if they're waiting until the new year for something.
Yeah, if y'all have any feedback on any of these games, anything you're super excited about, or anything you're like, this is missing from the list and should be on the list because of X, Y, and Z, let us know. Send us an email at hello@thegamer.net, or you can join us in our Discord channel and give us some feedback there. Show notes have the link